Hi friends, welcome to Simplify Maths. Today we are going to learn algebraic expression chapter 12 exercise 12.1 for class 7. First question. Get the algebraic expression in the following cases using variables, constants and arithmetic operations. See, variables means alphabets, any alphabets from A to Z. Constant means number, just numerical numbers, and arithmetic operation means plus, minus, multiplication, division. All are arithmetic operations. Shall we get started? First one, subtraction of z from y. How to do that? Subtraction of z from y. So the answer is y minus z. That means we are subtracting z from y. This is an algebraic expression for the asked question. Next, 1/2 of the sum of numbers x and y. See, 1/2, that means 1/2. 1/2 of the sum of numbers x and y. So sum means x plus y. 1/2. 1/2 of the sum of the numbers x and y. Next, the number z multiplied by itself. See, z is already there. So it is multiplied by itself. So this gives us z square. Okay. Numbers x and y both squared and added. See, two numbers are there, x, y. Numbers x and y, both squared means just give square here and added. That's all, x square plus y square. This is the answer for this question statement. Okay. Next, number 5 added to 3 times the product of the numbers m and n. First, number 5 is there. It is added to 3 times means 3 multiplication the product of the numbers m and n. That's all. So this is 5 plus 3mn. Right? So this can also be written as 3mn plus 5. 1/4 of the product of numbers p and q. 1/4 means 1/4. 1/4 of the product of numbers p and q. This is nothing but pq divided by 4. That's all. Next, product of numbers y and z subtracted from 10. So product of numbers y and z means y into z. It is subtracted from 10 means 10 minus. So this can be written as 10 minus yz. Sum of numbers a and b subtracted from their product. So sum of numbers a and b means a plus b. Okay. Sum of numbers a and b subtracted from their product. So from means it should come before this expression. So product is ab. A into b is ab. So ab is minus a plus b. This is the answer. Show the terms. Second question. Show the terms and factors by tree diagram. See here. By looking itself, we can easily tell how many terms are there. Here, what are the terms? First term is x and second term is minus 3. Now, factors. See, these are all terms. These are all factors. Now, we are going to find factors. Factor is for x, x alone. And for minus 3 is the factor. No need to show if the variable or numbers are alone. See here. Here, how many terms are there? 1 is the first term, x is the second term, x square is the third term. So, 1 is the factor for 1, x is the factor for x. For x square, x is a factor and another x. Product, no, x into x is x square. So, 2x. We can split this thing like that. So, we need to, for factors, we need to split the given term into pieces. That's all. X square means x into x. See. Here how many terms? 2 terms. Y is the first term minus y cube. It is very important to give negative number also. Negative y cube. So here y is the factor for this thing. Minus 1. Minus 1 into y cube. Right. So minus 1 is also a factor here. And y is one factor. And another y, again another y. Even y square is the factor here. Y cube is also a factor. These are all possible factors. Now here how many terms? 2 terms. 5x y square is the first term. 7x square y is the second term. Both are positive. So what are the factors present? 5 is the factor, x is the another factor, y is the one factor and another y. Just we are splitting the things from the term. That's all. Just we are splitting the product. 7, similarly x and another x and y. These are all called factors. Now this one. How many terms are there? 3 terms. So minus ab first term, 2b square second term. Third term is minus 3a square. So what are the factors? Minus 1, a and b. Just multiply all this, you will get minus ab. Minus 1 into a into b is minus ab. Here 2 is one factor for this term alone, right? B is one factor and b is another factor. 2 into b is 2b square. Here minus 3 is one factor, a and another a. These are all the factors of the particular term. Second subdivision, identify terms and factors in the expression given below. Same thing. What is the first term here? Minus 4x is the first term. Second term is 5. So what are the factors for minus 4x? Minus 4 and x is another factor. For 5 it is 5 alone. Next, how many terms? 2 terms. Minus 4x is one term plus 5x is the another term. So here what are the factors? Minus 4 and x. Here factors are 5 and y. Here how many terms? 5y is the first term, 3y square is the second term. First term, second term. 2 terms are there. So this is 5 is one factor and y is another factor. Here 3 is one factor, y and another y. Here also 2 terms. xy is first term, 2x square y square is the second term. So factors, x is one factor, y is another factor. Here 2 is one factor, x and y another y. So these are all factors for this second term. Third question, identify the numerical coefficient of terms other than constants in the following expression. So we are not going to consider constant. Constant means purely numbers without any variables. That is called constant. So we are not going to consider that number. See, here 5 is the constant. So no need to consider here. The coefficient of the, identify the numerical coefficient of terms in the following expression. So in the second term, variable is present here, right? Variable is there. T is the variable, t square. So what is the thing other than t here? Minus 3, right? So this is the coefficient of this minus 3t square. Minus 3t square is a term here. Minus 3 is the coefficient of this t square. Here also don't consider this one. Okay, it is a constant. So we are going to consider coefficient of these 3 terms. See, t is present here. What is the thing multiplied with t? Nothing means 1. 1 is the coefficient for the first term. Second term, t square. What is the coefficient? No numbers present. No numbers means it is 1. Again for t cube, what is the coefficient? Coefficient means the attached number with the, that means multiplied number with the variable. Here no number multiplied means it is 1 alone. So 1 comma 1 comma 1 is the coefficient. Next, x plus 2xy plus 3y. Here no constant present. All are variable terms. So see here, what is the coefficient of x? It is 1. Coefficient of xy is 2. Coefficient of 3y is 3. That means just eliminate the variable and give the numbers present in the terms. That's all. Here 100m plus 1000n. What are the coefficient here? For the first term 100 is the coefficient. For the second term 1000 is the coefficient. Minus p square q square plus 7pq. Here what is the coefficient? Minus 1 for the first term. For the second term just 7. In this question, 1.2 for the first term, coefficient is 1.2, 0.8 is the coefficient of the second term. Next, 3.14 r square. So, simple, 3.14 is the coefficient. Here, 2l plus b. This is, if we write it as a individual terms, 2l plus 2b. So, what are the coefficients here? For the first term, 2 is the coefficient. For the second term also, 2 is the coefficient. You should not give 2 as a common coefficient. So, for the terms, first term it is 2, second term it is also a 2. Now, what are the coefficients here? First term, 0.1 is the coefficient. Second term, 0.01 is the coefficient. So, just coefficient means we need to give only the number multiplied with the variables. What are all the numbers alone multiplied with the variables? Those are all called coefficient of the particular term. First term, 1 is the coefficient. Second term, again 1 is the coefficient. Here also 1.2 is the coefficient. Again second term, minus 2.4 is the coefficient. Third term, 3.6 is the coefficient. Here 3 by 4 is the coefficient of the first term. Second term is the constant, so no need to consider here. Here 0.1 is the coefficient of the first term and 0.2 is the coefficient of the second term. Fourth question, identify terms which contain x and give the coefficient of x. See, in this expression, first term alone has x, okay, y square x. So, they are asking identify terms which contain x and give the coefficient of x. Coefficient of x here is just y square. Again here, the coefficient of, just concentrate on the x term alone here, no x, so don't consider this. So, coefficient of x here is minus 8y. That means variables and numbers other than x we need to give. That is called a coefficient of x. Here the coefficient of x is 1. Here the coefficient of x is z. Here the coefficient of x. See, two terms contains x. So, second term coefficient is 1 and the third term coefficient of x is y. Here coefficient, first term contain x. So, what are the coefficients other than x? What are the things present, remaining things? 12y square is the coefficient of x. Here second term contain x. So, y square is the coefficient. That means other than x, whatever present, just give. That is the coefficient of x. B. Identify terms which contain y square and give the coefficient of y square. See, second term contain y square. What is the coefficient? Minus x is the coefficient. Here first term contain y square. So, coefficient means the attached thing with the y square is 5 alone. So, 5 is the coefficient of y square here. Here we need to look for the y square term. Here it is y. Don't get confused. Y square alone. This one and this one. What is the coefficient for the second term? Minus 15x. And what is the coefficient for third term? Y square coefficient is 7. Now, classification of terms. Classify into monomials, binomials and trinomials. Single term means monomials. Two terms means binomial. Three terms means trinomial. See here, two terms. 4y minus 7 is it. Two terms means it's a binomial. It is a single term. It's a monomial. 1, 2, 3. It's a trinomial. Three terms present. Terms are always divided by plus or minus symbol alone. So, 100. It's a single term. Monomial. 1, 2, 3. It's a trinomial. First term, second term, third term. First term, second term. Binomial. First term, second term. It is a binomial. Only one term. It's a monomial. 1, 2, 3. Trinomial. 1, 2. Binomial. 1, 2. It's a binomial. 1, 2, 3. It's a trinomial. Sixth question, state whether a given pair of terms is of like or unlike terms. See, like means the coefficient should be same. It's a constant. So, it's like terms only. See, the coefficient is x. In both the expression, it is x. So, these both are like terms. Here it is x and it is y here. So it is unlike terms. Both are unlike terms. Here xy and yx. Xy and yx are same only. So this is like term. M square p, m p square. Both are different. So it is unlike. M square p means here also we should have m square p. But here we have m p square. So unlike. X is z, x square is z square. Both are different. So it is also unlike. Seventh question. Identify like terms in the following. Like terms means we need to look for the same type of variables. X, y square. We need to look for x, y square. See, this is x, y square means the another like term is here. 2xy square. Both are like term. We need to look for the other xy square, but no y square present here. So these two are like terms. Look for the variable yx square or x square y. So this is minus 4 yx square. So yx square here x square y. It is like. Both are like terms. Next we are going to look for x square term. Here one x square term, 8x square and minus 11x square. Here also minus 6x square. Find y terms. 7y. Okay. Look for y. Here one y term is there. So both are like terms. Look for x. 100 minus 100x. So where is the x term? Here. Both are like. Next look for yx. Minus 11yx and here 2xy. Both are like terms. In exam you need to take this and this are like terms. This and this are like terms. You need to write like that. Here also we are going to find the like terms. Look for 10pq. Okay. Just concentrate on pq. Is there any pq available? Here also one pq and here another qp. pq or qp, whatever. So 10pq minus 7qp, 78qp. All are like terms. So look for p terms. P. Where are the p terms? Here on 7p and 2405p. Both are like terms. Look for q. So 8q and minus 100q. So no q's, right? Now look for p square q square minus p square q square and look for here another 12 q square p square. That's all right. Yeah. Next constant minus 23 and 41. Both are like. Look for p square term minus 5p square. Another p square present here only 701 p square. Okay, both are like terms. See, p square q or qp square. Both are like only. So that's all for this chapter, algebraic expression 12.1. I'll meet you in my another video, algebraic expression exercise 12.2. Thank you.